I want to talk to you now about the best LLC banks that you need to really know about, and we are speaking about new LLC. So the here's a review I want you to pay attention to. So the first search bank account that I want you to have right now is PNC Treasury Enterprise Plan. This is a great business checking account for a new LLC. Basically, you have this PNC Bank Treasury Enterprise is a banking package designed for small and medium-sized businesses with higher transaction volumes. So if you're looking for a new LLC bank account, you want to think about the PNC Bank Treasury Enterprise. It includes a PNC Analysis business checking and one of two investment accounts. So you have the Premium Business Market account and the MMDA Sweep account. So that's really good. And so this plan actually includes up to 2,500 free transactions and $50,000 in deposits a month, making a great option for high transaction businesses. And PNC offers a cash flow insights tools for accounts receivable and payable, invoicing, payments, and more with this package. So for your new LLC, you will love this business bank account from PNC. So you have high transaction and cash deposit limits. You can link multiple business bank accounts. You have occasional cash sign-up bonus, and you may earn cash back and earnings credits. And PNC has a highly rated mobile app, so that's really good. And some of the drawbacks with this card is that, the card with this account is that you have a high monthly fee, extra fees for business services, high minimum balance requirements to avoid fees, and the account does not earn interest. You also have a Wells Fargo Business Platinum Savings. So this is a great bank account for LLC, for new LLC. And so this account actually offers a high APYs for businesses with plenty of cash to save. All accounts earn interest, but those with balances of $1 million or more can actually earn the higher APY on deposits. So that's really good to think. So you have competitive tiered interest rates, overdraft protection for linked business checking, and you also have check writing privileges. Now there are some drawbacks with this account. There are fees for excess cash deposits, and you have a high minimum balance requirements to avoid fees. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Next, you have a TD Business No Cash CDs. This is a great bank. TD is a great bank for a new LLC, and we love this account because unlike most CDs, CDs actually a certificate of deposits. TD Bank Business No Cash CDs allow you to withdraw funds at any time once per term. This no penalty CDs give business owners, especially new LLC owners, the ability to safely earn interest on excess cash while maintaining the flexibility to access funds if the need arises. So that's really good in terms of the flexibility that we love with new LLC banking. So you have no early withdrawal penalties for one withdrawal, multiple term lengths to choose from, 24/7 customer support, and 25,000 minimum deposit requirements as one of the drawbacks. And right now, PNC is not available nationally. So not PNC, TD Bank is not available nationally. It's only available in 16 states, and you have lower interest rates than many accounts that we have on the market. So when we talk about 16 states, we are speaking about Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Maryland, Massachusetts, Maine, North Carolina, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, and Vermont. Okay. And then you have the Wells Fargo Business Market Rate Savings Account. And this account is really good. We love this account because this Wells Fargo Business Market Rate Savings Account is designed for new LLCs that want to earn interest on a little extra cash worry-free. And while the rate is not too impressive at 0.01% APY, this account offers convenience in the form of check writing privileges and low balance and deposit requirements. There is no pressure to save a lot because all balances earn the same rate, and you only need a balance of $300 to waive the $5 monthly fee. You can also waive it by making $25 in automatic transfers from a Wells Fargo business checking account. So for your new LLC, you have a lot of possibilities there. So you have overdraft protection for linked business checking, check writing privileges, and there are actually fees. Actually, something to know: there are fees for excess cash deposits, and you have lower interest rates than similar accounts. So this is kind of cool. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the best banks for a new LLC. Next, you have a First Internet Bank Business Money Market Savings. This is another great account for a new LLC. And so they offer a generous APY, especially on higher balances. And balances of less than $5 million earn the lower APY, while balances of $5 million or more earn the higher APY. And so the APY here is the higher one is 5.48%, and the lower one is 3.46%. And so this is a standout account for its interest rates alone, but it also earns a spot as one of the best business bank accounts for LLCs because of its low fees and easy to meet requirements. With just $100, you just open this money market account and start earning. And the $5 monthly maintenance fee is lower than many competitors and waived with a balance of $4,000. And so competitive APY, higher rated mobile app, waivable monthly fee. We love that a lot. And ATM cards available for sole proprietors only. But the only thing we don't like with this bank is that there are no physical branches. This is an internet-only bank. You have monthly transaction limits, and you must maintain a daily balance of over $5 million to earn the higher yield. And then you have a Lending Club tailored checking account. This is another great bank. Lending Club is a great bank for a new LLC. And so basically, especially if you are thinking about earning rewards and saving money, there are very few fees in Lending Club partners with auto books for quick and easy digital invoicing and payments. You can also process unlimited transactions and get ATM fee rebates for out-of-network transactions. And Lending Club Tailor Checking earns 1.5% APY on the first $100,000 of any balance and 1.0%, 1.10%, 0.10% rather, 0.10% APY on balance portions over $100,000. In addition, signature-based debit card transactions can earn 1% cashback, assuming you meet account requirements and have a balance of at least $500. So that's really good. Now, there is a $10 monthly maintenance fee for this account, but it really disappears with the $500 average balance. Overall, in our view, this is a great low fee cashback business checking account. So this is just fantastic to actually consider if you're a new LLC. Next, you have a TD Business Savings. So this is another account for banks for new LLC. So TD Business Savings, this is a great account. And this account has a low monthly savings fee, low monthly fees, overdraft protection for linked TD bank business checking accounts, and low deposits and balance requirements. So this account also earns interest, but the standard rate is just a 0.05% APY. However, yields vary by state, and you may be able to qualify for an adjusted rate by speaking to your branch manager. And this is kind of cool. And the cool thing is TD Bank has several of the best business bank accounts for LLCs, especially new LLCs, and owing in part to the bank's high customer satisfaction ratings and in-person banking access. So that's really cool. You have also a First Internet Bank Commercial Analyze Check-in. This is another account by First Internet Bank Commercial. We love the fact that this is a bank that actually offers multiple business checking accounts with low fees, especially for new LLCs. And so this account is actually the Commercial Analyzed Checking accounts is ideal for medium to large businesses, but also new LLCs that want access to a suite of business bank accounts and services, including treasury management services, merchant services, and corporate credit cards. So for treasury management services, you are speaking about commercial deposit services, payables and receivables capabilities, you have sweep services, and you have fraud prevention. And for merchant services, you have credit card processing. That's an important element to keep in mind. Credit card processing, and you also have and they also will take care of you if you are, let's say, you have bad credit. That's really important to think about. So when you think about First Internet Bank, think about a wide range of commercial banking services, no minimum deposit requirements, several deposit account options, and but the only thing is this account does not earn interest. There are no physical bank branches, no ATM network, and cash deposits are not accepted. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the best banks for new LLC. You have another account for a new LLC that we love, and that's the Do More Business Checking from a First Internet Bank. And this account is kind of cool because it's an unflashy interest-bearing checking account with no minimum deposit or balance requirements and no monthly maintenance fees. Okay, and it doesn't have transaction limits and reimburses up to $10 per month in ATM fees. And the cool thing is you will have access to money management tools through the dedicated First IB business banking app. And this account earns 0.5% APY for accounts with an average daily balance of $10,000, which is really decent when you think about it. But the Balance Optimizer feature lets you automatically transfer funds between your Do More business checking and business savings account with First Internet Bank to earn more interest. If your goal is to actually maximize your earnings, your APY earnings, that's a great opportunity. And you also have TD Business Jumbo CDs. That's a really great for a new LLC that has some cash to save. If your new LLC has an abundance of cash and you are not quite sure what to use it for yet, consider a jumbo CD. And TD Business Jumbo CDs are available in terms of 7 to 75 days, and all terms currently earn 0.05% APY, but rates differ by location. As I said a little earlier, that's the policy that TD actually has. And so this CD is best for temporarily stashing funds before allocating them to other more profitable purposes because the rate is pretty low when you think about it. And there is a $50,000 minimum deposit required to open a TD Business Jumbo CD. And TD Bank was actually, and what they do is they actually look at their fees or their APY offers from state to state. So you have shorter terms available, 24/7 customer support, early withdrawal penalties. You have 50,000 minimum deposit requirements. That's one thing to really keep in mind because this could be a bummer for some new LLC owners. But hey, listen, it is what it is. Let me give you the overview here. When we talk about the best banks for a new LLC, you got to really understand that if you have a new LLC and you're looking for a bank, you got to really have a few criteria in mind to make sure that you are actually covering yourself in terms of all the things that you need to have. For example, you want to pay attention to fees, branch and ATM access, digital experience, customer experience, minimums, and APYs. Okay. And so you want to really make sure that your new LLC is not really paying a lot in fees. And it's one of those things where we talk about transaction limits, for example, if you are looking for the best business accounts for new LLCs, transaction limits, fees, rates, requirements, business banking features, and customer service and access, those are important criteria that can really bring, make or break your new LLC. For example, when we talk about transaction limits, many new LLC business checking accounts set limits on the number of transactions you can make each statement period before additional fees are assessed. And transactions typically include ACH payments, checks and deposits, and fees maybe 0.25, so let's say 25 cents to 50 cents or more per transaction over the limit. So you want to look for an account with limits that meet your operational needs. And the fees are also an important element to think about. Now, the requirements can actually also make it very difficult for you to actually open a new LLC bank account. So always find out how much you will need to deposit to open an account and what balance you will need to maintain to earn the best rates and avoid fees. And CDs and money market accounts typically have a higher minimum deposit and balance requirements than checking and savings account. So avoid committing to minimums you cannot comfortably meet, right? And what kind of business banking features are you looking for? So when we talk about new LLCs, sometimes you might want to be in a position where you are offering certain services for your suppliers and vendors and suppliers and customers, really. So for instance, if you need merchant services, invoicing tools, and you also need payment platforms for your new LLC, you want to have a bank that actually can accommodate that. So to compare accounts, think about the services you need now, as well as those you may need in the future, and find out if these are included free or carry extra fees. When we talk about the best banks for a new LLC, you have to really understand that for you to open a business account for your new LLC, you got to have a full. There are a few things you need to really a few documents and also some information that you got to have. You got to have those on hand. So the full name, your full name, date of birth, EIN or social security number. So if you don't want to have your EIN, you got to have your social, email address, phone number, physical address, business address, the legal name of the new LLC, the business type. So this is an LLC, of course, business registration, if applicable. You got to really also think about the business formation documents. And this actually varies by entity type. So if you are new LLC, it may be a lot easier than if you are an S corporation or a C corporation. And think about the business license and ownership agreements. So as a new LLC, you may need to provide your certificate of organization or formation or articles of organization. And other business types might be asked for details such as number of employees or revenue numbers. So have your minimum opening deposit ready when you apply as well, because the bank is going to ask you to have that. I mean, they're going to ask you to wire the funds to the account. Now, can you open a business account without a business? Well, no. In most cases, you cannot. You cannot open a business account if you don't have an established, legally registered business. Whether you operate an LLC, sole proprietorship, partnership, or another type of business, you typically must provide business documentation to open a bank account. And the bank wants to see paperwork from the states, right? State authorities. So if you are opening, for instance, if you're opening an account as a sole proprietorship under your own name, some banks may allow you to simply supply your social security number and a valid government ID, but others may ask for documentation to prove the legitimacy of your business. I mean, some banks may even ask you your DBA, so you're doing business as, and it's all about making sure that your business is legit, right? They want to validate the fact that you have a legit business and that you are where you are supposed to be, and they're not really doing business with you if you don't have the right sort of documentation. That's important for banks, especially when it comes to KYC, because banks have a mandate to actually enforce KYC regulations and as they interact with customers. So that's really an important element to keep in mind. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I'll share with you the best banks for new LLC. So let's quickly do a recap here. So number 1, we have PNC. Number 2, Wells Fargo. Number 3, TD. Number 4, Wells Fargo again. Number 5, First Internet Bank. Number 6, Lending Club. Number 7, TD again. Number 8, First Internet Bank twice. And number 10, TD. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.